The USA Science and Engineering Festival happening this weekend at the DC Convention Center. And today we've got one woman's incredible story. Amanda Boxtel is the executive director of the Bridging Bionics Foundation. She is paralyzed, and she's here today to tell us how technology is helping her walk again. Welcome, Amanda.
Hi, thanks for having me.
It's great to see you. And you have such an amazing story to tell. We'll get to the festival coming up a little bit later. I really want to talk to you about your situation and what's happening in your life, because this is exciting, right? You're going to be able to walk again with the help of technology.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm here to do this weekend is at the USA Science and Engineering Festival, is to ignite the big dreamers and with the children, so that they can look at technology and how it can actually transform a life and turn a life around. I've been paralyzed for 22 years.
And how did this happen?
I was skiing, and it happened in a freak skiing accident. I somersaulted and I shattered 4 vertebrae, but I also shattered the illusions of my own immortality. I used to be an athlete, a long jumper, a runner, a ballet dancer, and then everything changed in a split second. Wow. And I'm paralyzed from here down. Wow. Yet I can walk, and I can walk with the power of robotics and cutting-edge technology.
So you used a wheelchair, as you still do, for 20 years, and then it was just recently, in the last 2 or 3 years, right, that this technology came about. Tell us about this.
Exactly. So I was able to learn how to ski again. I was able to learn how to kayak, rock climb, paraglide, hang glide, kite surf, and I did all of these things with the power of adaptive technology. Yet nothing had been invented that enabled me to learn how to walk again until now, and that's with the power of a bionic exoskeleton suit, or we call it a wearable robot.
We're watching you walk in it here on the video.
Yeah,
tell us what it feels like.
So if you can see it, imagine the outer shell of the exoskeleton mimics the internal skeleton of my body. The motors are 4 motors, and they power me up just like my muscles might power me up to run or walk. And then it's filled with a gazillion sensors, and the sensors are in the feet. There's a gyroscope in the back, and those sensors are like my nerves, and they send messages to the brain, which is like the computer on the robot. And so
wow, this is blowing my mind. It's so high tech.
In simple terms for the kids to understand, and for anybody, that it really is an outer shell that powers me up, and it enables me to walk in a very natural gait.
Do you have this at home? I mean, you get to use it all the time, or is it something that only once in a while you get to use?
I do. I'm one of the first individuals who was able to purchase the bionic exoskeleton suit from Bionics, a manufacturer out of California.
All right, how much do these things cost? They look like they'd be so incredibly expensive.
So, exoskeletons in general have a range, and there's various manufacturers out there. Bionics, I think their standard cost for a rehabilitation device is $110,000, but then there's variable assist upgraded features that add to the cost, that enables it. The market is expanded so that anybody who has a neurological disorder, like a spinal cord injury, like myself, I broke my back, or someone who has sustained a stroke, they're able to get up and walk again in this device to improve their gait, and it's a rehabilitation tool. So there's about 30 of these devices or more in the country, and about 50 worldwide from this one particular company itself.
Now, I understand this exoskeleton was first developed for military use. Is that right?
Yes. Lockheed Martin, who's the main sponsor, one of the title sponsors for the USA Science and Engineering Festival, they helped develop and fund the Hulk, the Human Universal Load Carrier, and to augment soldiers' potential so that they could run and power over uneven terrain and carry up to 200 pounds of weight. And then that was spun. One of the founders of Bionics, his brother was a Navy SEAL and had a neck injury, a cervical spinal cord injury, and he was inspired to create a medical application to help individuals like myself to power up and walk again.
You're going to be talking all about this weekend at this festival.
Yes.
What is your message to the audiences that will be so inspired to hear that there is hope for people who use wheelchairs?
I think about 400 1,000 people are going to be sifting through this venue this weekend. It's a free event from 9 to 6, Saturday and Sunday, downtown at the Convention Center. And my main message for all of the kids is to look at what defines us and how can they take a technology, something cutting edge and amazing, and to really motivate them to dream big and think of the impossible, so that they can look at how can we improve quality of life, give freedom of mobility, but somehow extend our senses so that a person can have a better quality of life, get up and walk again, such as myself, or maybe they want to fly. Kids still believe that I can jump over the moon with this technology, but something else is really cutting edge. It's that I can share with you.
We're running out of time. Can you do it in like 3 seconds?
In 3 seconds. 3D printing is changing manufacturing, and this is the true technological biological fusion, where it's almost as if my own DNA has now been put into the device, where we can take something that's functional and utilitarian and turn it into an art form of design and beauty that is a part of my own body. So it personalizes.
Great to see you, Amanda, and you're going to be speaking this weekend, so people can come out and talk to you and different hours on the program.
Sunday at noon is my presentation. I'm speaking for an hour, and I'm going to be showing off my robot. So come and see me walk. I can actually power up and walk in front of everybody.
Amanda Boxtel, thanks so much for coming in today. Best of luck to you, and we'll be right back.